Yo guys, what's going on? Tom for two here, Chessman Lost Ark. Today I'm going to give you guys a Lost Ark video. This is just an updated as requested kind of roster update video, and kind of my goals and plans as soon as Wildsoul kind of releases next week. We're going to get like an express pass, and Mokoko bootcamp is coming out next week, so I just want to kind of give you guys a bit of an update on where my roster's at, what my plans are, how I'm changing it up a little bit, and kind of what's going on with my current kind of status and how I'm kind of playing the game right now. So just a reminder, if you guys are enjoying the Lost Ark content, be sure to just, I appreciate everyone who's watching, subscribing. The channel's really grown the last few months, so really appreciate the support. So let's just dive in. So my top 6 is what you're seeing on the screen right now. I've got my Paladin as my main. I've got my Bard and my War Dancer as 2 of my kind of pseudo alts. My Slayer is kind of my main DPS character. And then I have 2 1660s, my Aeromancer and my Artist. What I plan to sort of do right now is my main is going to always be my main. I feel like it's really hard to kind of pivot mains at this point in the game, especially once you've kind of gotten a lot of resources to it, and I want to kind of transition more into playing 5 supports at this point. Reason being is I think just the pacing of the game, and I wanted to make a video about kind of the state of Lost Ark in general. There's always been chatter around the community around bussing. There's like bussing, RMTing, piloting. There's people using speed hacks during their buses, and just the gold inflation, the market, how friendly it is for new players, and all that kind of contributes into, if I'm mostly just playing with my homies, my static members, my guild buddies, I'll just run support for them, and I'll just keep 1 or 2 DPS in my pocket. Obviously, my Slayer, I've got it to 1690 now. That's always just going to be my main DPS player. And then my War Dancer, I don't really plan on pushing her anymore, really, just because I feel like I can't invest the gems or the resources into her anymore, especially if I wanted to, we want to further vertically progress our mains, and I just can't address some of these DPS ults that are going to require better gems, etc., right? I'd rather play and make like another paladin or something, right? So what I'm planning on doing is I'm planning to keep these top 4 at least. So I have 2 DPS at least. I won't be touching my War Dancer much anymore. But in terms of my Arrow, I think I'm going to have to retire her pretty soon. I really like the Swiftness playstyle and Hitmaster build style. But unfortunately, I just don't have the gems right now for her. And it's a low gold earning alt, which is perfect, but one thing I hate about this game is having to wait in Party Finder, and I always want to just play with people I know. And when we do go into Party Finder, it's impossible to find like other supports or DPS who are high enough, trying not to rat into lobbies, right? So you can only take like a couple rats, and then you want everyone else to be able to carry their own weight, right? Same thing with my Artist. I think I plan on, as bad as it is to say I'm dropping my Artist, I would rather just create another Paladin, right? So my an alt Paladin next week with the Express, that's probably going to replace my Arrow. That way I have 4 ongoing supports. And then eventually the Artist is going to fall off, or my War Dancer, but probably my Artist, just, and I'll be making a female Paladin since it's another support. And at least with an alt Paladin, I could share the gems between my main and this alt, and that'll at least save me some resources. Because right now, my Arrow and my Artist are just kind of swimming in no gems or anything, really. They're just like level 5s, and then my Arrow has level 7 damage gems just on like the major damage skills, but these are all like full 7s, and you don't have enough time to just grind the game and play, especially if you're free to play, right? And I consider myself free to play. I haven't spent money on the game unless I've bought extra character slots, and just back at the very beginning when the game released, we got the Founders Pack, which I mostly got it just to get access to the game 3 extra days early. But that's pretty much it. I don't spend on any vertical progression mats or any of that. I don't even buy skins with money. I just convert my gold into blue crystals, or I buy from the auction house. So that's kind of my top 6. I just want to get that out of the way, and that's kind of my future plans in terms of how my roster's changing. These are just some of my alts that I kind of have sitting here. So eventually my Glavier and my Sork are going to be going bye-bye now. I'll be keeping these two just because both of these are already at 1640. My Arcana, I kind of really regret making my Arcana now from the Ignite server just because she has full Transcendence done and Elixirs done, right? And it's a good alt just to grind extra mats for. Same with my Soul Eater. Just pretty much sitting at 1640, not running Rays, just running Chaoses and Unas just to get some of those extra mats and stuff. So that's right now where it's sitting at. And in order to make a new Paladin and eventually female Paladin, these two are going to have to hit the bench, and I need more roster spots if I don't want to buy new character slots. So yeah, let's go jump right into like my account. I'll just start with my main, I guess, and we'll see how that goes. If you guys didn't know, I think this is the next week of the Frontier system kicking in for the new Bro raid. So we've cleared. We didn't clear fully gate the on the first 2 weeks, so we didn't get like the Phantom Lord title, but we did get the Phantom Breaker title, and mostly just how much time you wanted to invest in actually grinding it out. So that's that. But I really don't care about titles very much. I just want to play with who I want to play with, and we've managed to kind of meet a bunch of new people and been able to run some raids with them. So everything is sitting good. So my Paladin skin hasn't changed in a while. I should probably really update the skin. But right now, here's my collectibles. Nothing's really changed except I've collected a couple more Mokoko seeds. I think I made some more progression on my Adventure Tome related things. So Island Souls 96, Giant's Hearts, Omnium Stars, Masterpiece, Music Box, and Memories. They're just gonna sit at 100% until I get all of those. Blood Claw chart. I pretty much have all of them for the first one. I don't know what else there is to do. There. Where did the collectibles tab go? Mokoko seeds. I've just worked a little bit more on like the Voldus one, and then in the North Curzan and South Curzan one. So still just kind of in progress when I have time here and there. And then did a little bit of World Tree Leaf stuff. So I made some progression since last time on logging and hunting. Those are kind of the two main ones that I'm doing at the moment, and then that's pretty much it. If we take a look at my Adventure Tome status, we've made some improvements since last time I did like an update video. Trying to still complete South Curzan and North Curzan, I think, and then I'll go back and do Voldus. I just know Voldus had a bunch of time-gated like Mokoko seed or related things, and I haven't touched really the cooking. So that will be something I need to go back and do. Right now we have the Ark passive going on, so right now it's sitting at the 21 to 25 level. Its reset just happened today as well, so just want to update where I'm at in the Ark pass. Again, just kind of doing the free rewards that you get from just playing through the game. For the events, I pretty much bought out everything from the shop. The only thing that I'm really doing now is just doing event feasts and just saving up for the silver coins. Pretty much bought everything else out in the shop for related to the anniversary event. So yeah, that's kind of roster-wide updates. I don't want to dig too much into the card updates, but we have made quite a few we're slowly getting there for like Echidna, for example. I know for the new Bro raid you need one of like a new card set, but again I haven't. Cards is a very slow grind, and you gotta get kind of lucky with the RNG. But we've got some new cards, and we're slowly accumulating some of those. And when I have time, right now I have 2.2 million card XP, just kind of slowly chewing away at some of these other books like the human. I think I finished out pretty much everything except for it looks like the Cian card. I think Undead, I'm pretty much there too, just waiting on like Guardian Lewins and stuff like that. So we're slowly getting there in terms of just being able to get enough cards and awakening them and getting those points in. So that's that. I think we could do a pet update. Now I don't know if I made a video last time we had to talk about legendary pets, but I have quite a few legendary pets. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 legendary pets. I do have the major pet effects, so I've got like bonus demon, legendary bonus demon, legend bonus arch demon, legend bonus additional damage, that sort of stuff. So, and I've just a few extra ones that I have just to swap around if I really feel like it, like max HP, water reduction. Start doing some crafting ones, especially with Olrea's costing so much, and then yeah, the rest of these are just going to be a slow grind for kind of leveling those up, but pets are looking pretty good. Got quite a few pets. I can think in terms of the new mounts that I've gotten recently. I recently been doing like Echidna homework, and I recently got the White Wings, so that's probably the new mount that I'm using. I really like the White Wings from Triangle. Never got like the other wings, but these wings, you know, I think they work the best for what I like. Otherwise, I think I've gotten probably showcase like the chair. You know, there's a bunch of ones from the anniversary event. I even got the Thamine Gate 4 mount. This is the horse that you get from the rare mount drop. But yeah, that's pretty much all the new mounts, I guess, that are noticeable to kind of point out. And let's look at maybe my achievements that I've gotten. Last time, I don't know if, well, maybe not achievements, maybe trophies might be more appropriate, but we did get some more trophies since last time. Yeah, we got the clear Gate 2 hard, got the Aegir Deathless hard, finally. Kazros Bro normal. I think we nearly got a Deathless Bro normal as well already. I did get the 365 days perfect attendance achievement. That's all. That's in like the no life trophy, and we got BMO Deathless as well. So those are kind of the new ones to kind of point out. So that's kind of it with roster. I mean, the roster is going to be a slow grind. I'm sitting at level 325. And all my, I like the Eclipse icon, so I always rock that. I don't really care about, you know, if people want to apply to my lobbies and I'm still rocking the Eclipse and they think I'm sussy, then it's whatever, right? But yeah, let's dive into, I don't want to keep the video that long. I know I've been requested to do some individual like character update videos just based on like my build and what effects I've rolled, but I'll just do like a couple of my mains and then we'll call it there for the video. I think I kind of talked about and yapped about my plans and stuff like that already earlier in the video, and what I plan to do. We can recap it at the end, but yeah, my paladin right now is sitting at 1695, 126 trans. Haven't really changed any of the elixir effects at all. Quality is pretty good on everything. Oh, the interesting thing is probably the Ark passive now. So this is the Ark passive build. You could always check out Lost Nexus for the general like evolution points. This is pretty much just following that. Enlightenment, sort of the same thing, except I think the only difference is you want to index into Light Vestige or Deepening Faith now. And what I've been told is you want to, after you start running Bro every week and you get the Enlightenment points, you just want to funnel them into this as much as you can. Leap, this is pretty much your bracelet. Just follow the Lost Ark Nexus once you're able to get Brel done and get a legendary, ancient bracelet. Then you just slap that on and awaken it, or was it unlock it once, and then I did it to level 5 here, but honestly I should probably be pooling all my points into Enlightenment so far. So this is just my current build. Haven't played around too much with it since, you know, every week you gotta run Brel hard mode and accumulate those extra mats so you can keep going in the karma tree. So that's that. Right now, I kind of want to pivot my build a little bit. I will say that right now I'm running Expert, MP Increase, Awakening Vital Point, and Magic Stream as kind of my main go-to build, especially for most raids. For Braille Hard Mode last week, or the last 2 weeks, I've actually been running Explosive Expert instead of Max MP Increase. Reason being is some of my runs, we've noticed that sometimes the extra darks, rotation of darks, dark grenades and corrosive grenades, especially in Gate 1, help a lot. So luckily my paladin isn't as mana hungry as like Bard or Artist, so I'm able to just carry 8 darks and 10 corrosive grenades into both of those gates, and it generally helps us a lot. You get the extra dark windows, you can just huck them as you feel like you need to just to make the DPS window, see less normal patterns, etc. So that's the only kind of call out I want to make about my general engravings. Gems, they haven't changed much since I'm a support. I pretty much have level 8 damage gems for all my buff skills. And then, CDs are also 8, 7s, and then the 2 blue skills are 5s right now. So yeah, that is pretty much progress on my paladin. Let's maybe pivot into my bard, and I could yap a little bit more about my plans again. So again, plan is to probably drop my arrow and my artist, and eventually my alt paladin, and then female paladin are gonna eventually replace those two. And as I said, the reason is sort of just you can never go wrong with having more supports, especially when a lot of our buddies are DPS players. And I don't mind playing support because I hate waiting in Party Finder. I hate having to wait for supports, especially with the shortage. Um, So that's kind of the plan in terms of my roster, and the characters, and those two 1660s are just going to just be nice. I could help do carry runs, especially for my friends who have lower alts who probably gonna get gate kept, right? Um, so that's the plan there, and yeah, now let's load it up my bard. So my bard right now, I finished getting all the Aegir pieces actually just the other week, and this was just strictly running normal mode, so it did take a little while. Haven't changed much with the elixir effects. I should probably look into trying to improve some of them, maybe the ally enhancement 5, maybe get the luminary order level 5 for the glove. But Ark passive, pretty much the same thing. You're indexing into Spec and Swift to follow Lost Ark Nexus. Haven't exactly done any Karma points at all on my Bard, but here's my Bracelet, here's my Enlightenment tree, and I think if anything, I'm just going to index again, since this is support, just index into Enlightenment fully until I run out of the Braille mats. So yeah, again, haven't played around too much with that. Changed the skin outfit of my bard as well. Here's the new fit. Same engravings on my bard, except for heavy armor. Using and not using vital point hit. Just since it's a 7/7 stone, heavy armor you definitely want on your bard. If you're taking, so you don't get one shot. And Awaken I feel like is really good, especially as that extra node, just so that you have more Awakenings to work with during the course of the fight. I typically I haven't run hard, it's only 1670, so I haven't run hard Brel on this character, but normal mode, it's definitely fine if you don't use Explosive Expert. Everyone generally, normal mode feels pretty free at this point, especially with the nerfs. Gem-wise, slowly getting there. I've got 6s, 7s, and 5s on CDs. Major damage buff skills are all 7s. So pretty standard from what you want out of a support. It comes down to your hands on keeping up a good uptime. Yeah, that's all I really got to say about my bard. We'll move on to my word answer, which is my pseudo DPS. And I will say, even though my word answer I probably won't be pushing much anymore, I really enjoy the playstyle, the First Intentions playstyle especially. Now, since the Arc passive changeover, I haven't played around with too many different builds. Because I know that you don't have to use like the Conviction Judgment Awakening proc anymore. And again, I only used the Hallucination set build, which is probably more unique than what most people are doing right now. So yeah, I'm 6-piece hallucination, and you could just hit the boss however you want. You don't have to play around any awakenings. And I know with the new Ark passive changes to Word Answer, you don't have to play around them anymore. But yeah, let's just dive right into the tree first. So here, I've only run Bro 1 week on my Word Answer. Did a little bit of Enlightenment points. Just did the minimum amount for Leap. But here's the tree. I'm indexing into Crit and Swift. And then here's just the tree, Illicit Spell, Unlimited Magic, and then Supersonic Breakthrough. Probably want to switch over to the Blunt Thorns and just try it out, since I've got all the gear now. Just working on weapon for Aegir at this point. For my accessories, again, since I'm just using relic accessories, can only complete the tree up to this point. And Leap, pretty standard. Haven't really touched too much on getting the extra points for the second row, so that's that. Still like the fit that I'm rocking on my Word Answer. I think this is just the Courageous Adventure chest piece. And then engraving wise, I've changed it just slightly, just so that I could get a little bit more damage out. So running Grudge, Ray Captain, Adrenaline, Cursed Dot, and Keen Blunt Weapon now. I think I used to have something else here. It must have been like MP efficiency increase since the Arc passive changes. But decided to go Cursed Dot since, I could dodge the bosses pretty well now. And it's something where my Word Answer is mostly just participating in homework runs now. And Cursed Dot, you just want to get every ounce of damage you can out now. As for the gems, full 7s, and I've got a single 10. Didn't feel like re-rolling it to something else, but I've got it on Sweeping Kick right now. And yeah, still rocking the LLS. So that's that on my Word Answer. I'll probably do a specific video breaking down the actual build, etc. later, and then we'll take a final look at the last character I want to look at, just the Slayer. So that's kind of we're gonna round out my top 4 at this point. Slayer 1690. I did improve I think some of the elixirs. Yeah, he's just gonna keep on. I'm gonna want to keep at least 1 DPS. That's high level. Especially when there's some of my friends who are they are support. They do carry support characters, and at least I'll have a DPS character to play content with them on. So yeah, full Aegir gear, full entropy. As for the Arc passives, you're pretty much indexing into Crit and Swift, Keen Sense, Strike, and I'm using the Bluntthorn build. Done a little bit of the Karmic Enlightenment for the Enlightenment tab. So slowly was able to get a little bit more points for that last row as well. But still, I don't think it makes... Haven't ranked it up enough since I just don't want to spend the gold right now, especially if it's just an alt, right? And then my Leap Bracelet, pretty much the same thing, barely touched it. Mostly indexing into Enlightenment for now. Yeah, elixirs, pretty standard. Too lazy to reroll them at this point, but they're pretty good. Ancient accessories, I think I got one cracked out one. This one, attack power plus 390, attack power plus 0.95%, and then I got max HP, so that's decent. The rest I could probably reroll for, better effects, better quality as well. Skin, still rocking the Windbreaker like swimsuit skin line. And then engraving wise, I did roll a new stone actually, so I've got Raid Captain 2, Cursed Doll 2, Adrenaline, Grudge, and Ambush Master kind of rounding out the other ones. So I've gotten accustomed to playing around Cursed Doll. I just know that when I ran Braille hard the first time around, the Ice Shards did one-shot my my character in one run, so there's that. Just gotta be a little bit more careful there. And then gem-wise, it's pretty much full 7s. Major damage skills are 8s. And then I've got 8 CD at least for this, so got it while it was still cheap. So yeah, that's pretty much my top 4. I don't want to drag the video on longer than it needs to be. Pretty much talked about the overall roster, my plans and goals. My plan right now, I'm running 2 hard mode Brels, um, 2 hard Aegers, and then the rest are normal Brels, normal Aegers, and pretty much BMO. I'll run Echidnas if I have time, especially if other people want to play Echidnas instead. But I think BMOs are just way safer to run instead of Echidnas, just because you reduce the amount of chances that you have to get jailed, especially in Echidna. There's some people out there who obviously don't know the mechs, and if you're just going for homework runs, you want people to know what they're doing, and those can get kind of sussy. So BMO is pretty safe, and you get pretty good gold. And as you notice, stop running Thane Mines altogether. We're trying to get those tier 4 mats at this point, so on all 6 characters. So there you got it. If I miss anything, be sure to leave it in the comments. And just let me know what you guys think about the, my characters, or my roster, my goals, my plans, what I want to talk about. I don't plan on making a Wildsoul. I don't need another II DPS class, especially with the support shortage. As the kind of the guild leader for us, and kind of the organizer, I think it's, kind of want to be able to just not have to wait for supports and just be able to play whenever we want, right? But hey, I mean, keeping at least a couple DPS in the higher eye levels, just that in case other alts come up with supports, then we have something to play with. So there you got it. I think I explained pretty much everything I wanted to, and if I missed anything, just let me know. Do some class-specific videos. I'll be talking a little bit about the state of the game as well in a different video, so be on the lookout for that. But again, thanks for watching the video, guys. If you liked it, be sure just to leave some feedback, and I really appreciate all the support. So see you guys later. Peace.